Oh, it's all right,
Oh,
Gavin.
here it is.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to get the timestamp now.
Here it goes.
All right, because when you send that to me, I can try to play it for the audience, and then everybody
Yeah.
can hear. And
Uh,
we'll have one for if you think praise was mocking him during the prayer in the comment section. 2 if you think praise was not. And then we're still waiting on Gavin's videotapes. I feel like I'm a
yeah.
lawyer right now, too. Like I'm just.
It's going to be a few minutes. I mean, the whole clip. So, James, it's like if you can play it around 8 to 10 minutes, I think that would be that would get it out. So it's not just like a 30-second soundbite, if you know what I mean.
Gotcha. So once you send that to me, then I can work to play it.
All right, I'm gonna. Good. I'm targeting it down right now.
Oh no, McDonald's is a. This is. I'm devastated, guys. Right now, I just got devastating news from McDonald's. The McRib is coming back 10/31, but this is its farewell tour.
No
Meaning
way.
they're not bringing it
What
back
the
again after that. That's not even all right. I'm outraged as a heavyset person in America who has enjoyed the McRib.
Look, the simple fact is, James, that the McRib is going to disappear until somebody wants to try it again, and then they'll bring it back. Trust me. Nothing is ever gone forever, except the McDLT, which I'm still sore about, to compete with the Whopper.
Just give it about 5 minutes or so, you'll hear it. And you'll hear his crazy, kooky behavior from this asshole that slanders us. And he thinks he can do it because he has this license because I'm a cancer patient, so I can just slander anyone I want to and treat people like shit. Sorry, no, Gavin. You got to have some couth, a little bit of backbone, a little bit of morals about yourself. And he just doesn't. You'll see. You'll hear it.
The video you've just sent me was recent too. This is the All right, let me try to find where this prayer starts. I'm going to mute for a minute.
It's a lot of times.
Okay, I think this
Right.
is where it starts. And let me pull it up. I think it starts right after this video.
That's what else he says. So I don't know if I'm going to continue with it. Anyways, God bless. Cheers. So I don't know, as I've been threatened to be doxxed. Also, a few individuals from the Christian community are mocking and making fun of this illness. So I don't know if I'm going to. What? Like, who would make fun? We know it's not us, though. We know it's not us. Yeah. That's what we care about. I don't even think this is meant to be us. What did you send her making fun of? Why would you start the video off with hell to the dog? I know, and then saying hell no, hell. I mean, why? Like, even at the end, the music. I don't know. We know that we didn't do it, and but he will be in our prayers. Yes, I pray for Jesse. Hope he does get healed. Yeah. Yeah, I made a comment that kind of sounded sensible. I said, like, I'm just glad that I know it's not me and us. That's all. I'm just going to be out of that. That's right. Let's hear. That's good. It'll be good to see this argument. I didn't get to see it. There's Meredith. Yeah. And let's start slideshow. Y'all can see that? I can't do Charles's openings. I got to go to Meredith's. I'm sorry. I can't do the experiential thing and everything else. I goes. Okay. Shriner. 1 minute. 3 concepts to be born. Notice that goes wrong.
Okay, it looks like then they just go into review. I'm not seeing any mocking, at least on that particular part, Gavin. That part seems to show that praise is finding out that he does have this. He's surprised by it, and then he's also a little bit taken aback that this Christian has people who are making fun of him for it. So if you have a video or something of that you can provide later, we can do another room and bring praise
no
into
problem.
here.
Yeah, no
But right
problem.
now,
I'm messaging the guy now, but he's not responding. But
We'll get the
You're a
the recording
disaster, Gavin. You're disgusting. You're disgusting.
You're the one scrambling,
You are
Prize. You're the one
embarrassing.
scrambling.
I just destroyed you. You'll never. I guarantee you'll never accept and say that I was right too. That's the sad part of it all. You're disgusting.
So
No, the sad
Gavin,
part of it,
Gavin, hold
Prize,
on,
is
wait,
that you
Gavin,
pretend to be a Christian.
would you say that morals, I mean, actually, would you say religion, is the product of morals, or would you say morals is the product of religion?
That's not the argument that we're having at the moment.
Yeah, he has the bird caught in his mouth right now.
Well, we will see, Prize, won't we? We will see.
We just seen, dumbass. What else do you want to see?
Well, we're going to see all of the mocking videos that you recorded publicly about this guy and his cancer. That's what we're going to see.
You're a fucking retard because you don't even know what's going on in the first place. You think this in your head. You geriatric retard. You're a geriatric retard. Get off the fucking internet.
Praise. You're kicking the puppy when he's down. Come on.
The receipts will tell another story, won't they? Praise.
Will I, Gavin? Will I?
Well, again, you're demonstrating how much you lose the argument by mocking me.
What am I mocking? I just gave the frickin' receipts. Everyone heard it.
Is there anything that you guys think that we could do to facilitate a ceasefire or peace between Gavin and Praise?
If he apologizes for the shit he's done to me and my family, yes, he's even beyond. He went beyond this, James. You don't even know. It gets much deeper than you think.
Don't listen to anything Praise says because it's laced with dishonesty.
Just like that last video, right, Gavin?
So
Yeah,
Praise, it was Gavin that was the one that was doxing you, right? It wasn't Tom Rabbit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I didn't say. Why would he give my? I didn't ever say my name on the public. Why did you do that, Gavin? I think it's an asshole move.
He
for
also
you.
said where you were from too, Praise. I don't know if you caught that. He doxed you.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he won't.
Oh,
yeah, he won't
wow.
apologize though because he's almighty Gavin with the big
Everybody
brain.
knows what your
Big
first
brain
name is, and
Gavin.
everybody knows where you live. Praise, it's no secret.
Gavin,
Wait, is it true
Gavin.
that you doxed him? Gavin, is that true that you doxed him or no?
No. Everyone knows what his first name is.
Everyone heard you dox him, Gavin.
Gavin,
Actually,
can
I didn't know
explain you the
his first name.
definition of? Hold on, Gavin, I really want to help you, buddy. So the definition of doxing is where I reveal information about somebody that they do not want to be released of a personal or private nature. In this case, even if at some point, I'm sure Jake could probably identify roughly where I live. We only talked for, a year straight over the phone like schoolgirls, me, him, and a bunch of other atheists and Muslims. But he's not going to blurt out the address because that would be doxing, even though we've shared this information.
Just give me a couple minutes. I'll do it in a couple.
in a couple minutes. But it just you don't want to repeat it, Gavin, because what happens is that they don't perceive that, hey, this is just Gavin's just revealing public information that Praise is okay with, because Praise is arguably not okay with it. They see it as you doxing him. In the same way, think of it just from a personal example, my friend, where they were showing that newspaper article about a very personal life situation that happened with you. And they were all getting a good kick out of it, but you didn't appreciate it, even though that was public knowledge.
So you're talking about
where it's not good?
So James, just hold up a minute. You're talking about that newspaper article that Praise did a whole stream on, right? Same one about my divorce.
We don't see, that's the point. We don't care. Like it's like, okay.
Well, no, wait, Michael, I do care. If Praise is also releasing personal information about Gavin, then I would have the same advice for Praise and say, let's at least detoxify this situation with that and say, both of you guys agree to only stick on the topics and not talk about personal lives. I think
absolutely,
Praise would honestly agree to that.
Yeah, well, this is public information anyway. Anyone can look it up, so it's not doxing. I mean, you might be opposed to it.
That's a weak excuse, Praise.
Then don't put your shit on the public, Gavin. Like, stop whining and crying about it.
To do a whole stream on my divorce that happened 8 or 9 years ago. What a pathetic, flaccid, weak thing to have as a debate, as a stream topic.
I'm just showing your character, man. You have bad character flaws, and we've seen it with your wife, and we see it now.
Do I?
Uh-oh.
Do you know what I was like? Do you know what I was like 8 or 9 years ago, Praise? Do you know what I was like?
I hate to see what you were
Bribing
like
your
back then.
wife is pretty bad.
I'd hate to see what you were
Again,
like back then if you're supposedly better now.
you're being dishonest. You're being dishonest.
He's
Craig.
not better. He might be worse, but he's using Christianity as some type of cloak for his bullshittery. So just letting you guys know that.
Gavin, in between that.
He's not better.
9 years ago, Praise. Do you know what it was like?
I hate to see what you were like back
Bribing
then
your
if you're supposedly
wife
better
is pretty
now.
bad. Wife, and we see it now.
Do I?
Uh-oh.
Do you know what I was like? Do you know what I was like 8 or 9 years ago, Praise? Do you know what I was like?
I hate to see what you were like
Bribing
back
your
then if you're
wife
supposedly
is
better
pretty
now.
bad.
I'd hate to see what you were like back then if you're supposedly better now.
You're being dishonest. You're being dishonest.
He's
Craig.
not better. He might be worse, but he's using Christianity as some type of cloak for his bullshittery. So just letting you guys know that.
Gavin, in between that.
This is not even the topic.
In between the divorce and now, did you? Is that when you got religious and were saved, or were you already saved?
Be honest.
I'm not gonna talk about any of my personal life.
I'll answer that. Yes, he was a Christian because he actually told me back when he first started to become a Christian when he was in taekwondo or kickboxing or something like that, and that was well before.
Praise is just spewing out a whole lot of dishonesty, trying to cover his own butt.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Oh,
We'll see,
yeah.
Praise. We'll see.
We already seen.
We'll get those streams. We'll get those streams of you mocking a guy going through prostate cancer treatment, and then you're going to have
your
answer.
retarded brain thinks it is, but it's not.
Well, we'll see. Hey, we'll see.
Yes.
We'll see. Won't we? We'll see.
There's no hatred quite like Christian love.
Why?
I think you've been exposed, Gavin.
I don't think so.
I don't think you had been.
Praise, are you saying you didn't mock a cancer patient?
No, I didn't. I mock fakes and charlatans, and yeah, I would say that Jesse is a charlatan.
We've got the recorded videos, GG, of
We'll be waiting.
number.
We'll be waiting. I showed my receipts. Where's your receipts?
About this guy who's got prostate cancer and he's still going through it. So we'll just get those, and then
you do that, Gavin. You do that.
Yeah, James. Maybe you could host them on your channel, and they could have a proper session where they reveal their evidence and you play the judge. What do you think?
Can we do it on James's channel, but I'll be the impartial judge? I'll come on and be the impartial judge. Really, I'll be impartial, I promise.
Gavin, would you be opposed to me and Godless Girl being the judge and you and Praise, and like, let's say we'll set a date 2 weeks from now or a week from now?
Yeah, look, I wouldn't be opposed to it, James, at all. But remember, this is not information about me. And if the other guy doesn't want this to be a public spectacle, he's quite within his rights to say, well, look, give these to James. James can review them, but I don't want to have a big public spectacle about this.
You're making it a public spectacle right now, Gavin.
Well, Gavin, that makes the fact that you don't want a trial about it makes you look kind of guilty.
So it's not my information, GG. It's not my information.
If you go back,
then you shouldn't have went riding out with it on your shield. You fucking dink.
What's wrong with calling?
He doesn't think of that though. He's Gavin, the mighty Hurleman.
So Gavin, Gavin, what happens is look, I've been in a situation like this recently, where I was and am still absolutely convinced of my perception of how things happened, but I ran with it in a very public, in-your-face way towards this individual in a clubhouse room. Now, I ultimately tried to take it on the back channel when I was bringing what I thought was the receipts that would prove my case. But because I did that and I made it public, this guy was upset. I have no receipts. And then the only thing that I have is accusations, and that's it. Because without any kind of receipts, anybody can deny anything. So just my advice is that please drop the subject now. If your friend's not interested in sending any of these, then my advice is to not go around and tell anybody that Praise did this.
Hold on. James, hold on. This is being twisted.
Hold on.
My Christian brother, my Christian brother is going to have no problem. My Christian brother is going to have no problem letting you see the recordings. But I can't speak for him whether he wants this to be in a public format. I mean, I wouldn't have a problem with it, but I'm confused. The information's not about me.
But just think about it right now. You're telling everybody in a public format that Praise is making fun of somebody for having cancer and who has cancer. Praise is saying, no, I didn't do it. But you're saying that your friend who was upset about it enough to mention it in that video that I just played about him being attacked, is now in a situation where he would feel uncomfortable with other people knowing what Praise said, and I am just confused, Gavin.
James, I don't know. I can't speak for him. I'm hoping he's going to be okay with it. What he will do, now listen really carefully to me, what he will do is send you the recorded copies he made of Praise mocking him. But, I'll have to say to him, look, they want to do this on James's stream to find out who the guilty party is. And I can't speak for him. I'm hoping he'll be okay with it. I really am.
Can't you just block out his name when you present the evidence?
Possibly, yeah, possibly. That's an idea.
You don't seem very confident, Gavin.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm very confident, Gus.
Gavin,
I'm very
Gavin,
confident.
What is this?
Oh, yeah.
What are you trying to prove with this? I'm not understanding right now.
Well, what will be proven is a guy purporting to be a Christian and acting in a most unchristian-like fashion. To
You mean
mock
like you?
somebody's
Like
you,
you,
like
Gavin, yeah.
is like the lowest of the low.
You mean like you?
No, I'm not like Praise. I'm not like Praise.
You think Praise is a
You're not
Christian,
much
Gavin?
better. You're not much better.
Well, that's your opinion, No Name.
Yeah, that's right. It's all about opinions here. Uh-huh.
That's right, and opinions are as common as nostril hairs.
Well,
Usually
if that's the case, if that's the case, then why do you chime in with one?
With what, an opinion?
Yes, honey pie. Try to pay attention.
I've already stated my position. That's all, and all we have to do now is wait for the recordings.
That's not the question I asked you.
The truth will come
That's
out.
not the question I asked you, you walking tit. That's not the question I asked you. If you think opinions are so milquetoast, why do you bother galumphing yours up to the fucking skies with all full throat?
Because toilet brush instead of a mouth. I have the receipts and the records to back up what I'm saying.
Oh, believe me, I've got the receipts of your past wallowings in Clubhouse to know that you're about as Christian as I am thin.
Yeah, I could care less.
Well, then nobody should care. Nobody should care about your, well, it's turning out to be virtue broadcast. Isn't it virtue signaling? Is that what they call it?
No,
you shouldn't talk about somebody. You shouldn't talk about somebody that's got cancer. Yeah, so it makes you a terrible human being.
You want your dinner now?
Yeah, go have your dinner, Gavin.
Gavin, you're a good Christian. You're a perfect example of one.
Go have your freshly braised haunch of koala.
Gavin, who asked you if you wanted your dinner?
It's Mummy.
Nobody's talking about dinner.
This is Mummy.
Hey, I have a question for him in the audience. Is Gavin a master debater?
Depends how you take that question, Praise. I'm not sure.
Jack would know.
Is he a fantastic debater? Does he
no, he can't read.
blow you out of your shoes? Like, wow, like this guy is such an awesome debater.
He can't read.
That's not the topic that we're discussing, Praise.
I think he lacks critical thinking skills, as he likes to say.
Good effort at deflecting, but you're not very good at it.
But can I ask, why are we bothering to find the receipts that Praise made fun of the cancer patient? It seems like he said he did. It's just that he doesn't believe he has cancer. It's like, why are we bothering?
Is that true, Praise?
Praise is maintaining that he did not mock.
No, he said he did. He said he did, but that he doesn't believe. He said he did. He just doesn't believe that the guy has cancer because, quote unquote, people with cancer have self-respect.
Yeah, Praise.
Did you
say
say
that?
Clarify
that?
Well, the guy actually.
Yeah, let me clarify.
His medical reports to Praise. He sent his medical reports to Praise.
Can you allow Praise to speak, Gavin, please?
Urologist reports to Praise. So Praise has got the evidence, and he knows he's got the evidence, which is why he's in such a mocking
I reject that evidence because I think it's bullshit. So I never made any fun of anyone's cancer. Even if you think that I did, I still did, because even if people claim that I was making fun of Jesse even after like he claimed to have, I still didn't do it. So even there's no way you could pin that on me because I just never did that. I would never do such a thing. But I did say about him. I said that he's a fraud and a fake and a charlatan. That's all I've said about him. And I still didn't even make fun of his cancer. I didn't say, oh, Jesse, you probably don't have cancer. Then I'm going to still make fun of your cancer. That makes no sense. I never did such a thing. So, yeah, he's making shit up. Even even when I said that I don't believe he has cancer, I guess you can say maybe that might be an insult to him. But I just don't find the evidence convincing. He has some sheet that he put on his camera or something, and I'm just not convinced. And I gave the reasons why.
Liar.
I never
Hey,
said though, like, ha ha
praise.
ha, you have cancer though. To Jesse, I never said that ever. I never made light of it. In fact, I said I prayed. In fact, I gave the evidence tonight that said I would even pray for him. But then I found out his conduct and character is really suspicious to me. So I don't think he does have cancer. But if Gavin's saying
Liar.
if that is the
Liar.
insult, then he can shove it up his ass
Liar.
because I just don't trust. I don't trust him. I don't
Liar.
think it's convincing evidence.
Dishonest.
Gavin,
Liar.
shut up, Gavin. Or the next time you want to talk, you're going to
What
find
if
me
I
up in your
don't?
fucking nose.
What if I
So
don't?
let's
Shut up,
What if I
Gavin.
don't?
Shut up! Shut your
What if I don't?
mouth!
so Praise, is there any reason in particular that you would have to question the validity of him having cancer?
Yes, his character and conduct, how he conducts himself,
But,
and
but,
it's
but I'll just be honest, and I'll just give you a personal example. I was really nervous like a month ago now. I don't know how long. It's been a short period of time, but within a month, actually longer than I thought that I may have it. But I thought that there was a chance that I could have cancer. It went through my brain every day as I was waiting to go in and get this other test until I got the results. And I was a nervous wreck and probably a huge ass to several people online. So if somebody is struggling from that and he really has this, I can only imagine the stress that he's going through and that he may potentially lash out at people. So I don't know that you can say that someone's actions are disputing that they might be struggling with something medically. I don't think that you can say the guy was rude, therefore he doesn't have cancer, Praise.
well, he was never diagnosed with cancer. He says he has the signs and
Yes, he
symptoms.
was. Yes, he was.
In the
And
video, no, he
Praise
was
has
never
got copies
diagnosed with
of the
cancer. Look it up.
urologist
Just
report
watch the video
and the
yourself. It's a
oncologist
bunch of
report.
bullshit.
So
Let's be clear here, James. Let's be clear. Can we be
we've got
clear?
two.
Praise.
Yes. Well,
Can
hold
I
on,
be?
Gavin.
Can I be clear here?
Yes, I'll let you state in a second. So what we have is
Sure.
Praise is saying that the guy's saying that he feels that he has it, but you're saying that there's an actual medical diagnosis that he has.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. The guy has been diagnosed by the oncologist and the urologist as having prostate cancer, and Praise has that information, that medical information.
No. That's a flat out lie. Even I'll put the video. I mean, do you want me to get the video, James? You can hear for yourself. He does not say he has cancer. He says he has the symptoms or the signs of cancer, but he has not
Yeah, I
been
want to see the video.
diagnosed.
Send the video to me, Praise. But then, Gavin, my question is going to be: so you said that your friend sent this to Praise, or that Praise has the evidence?
I can remember. Now this is going back, all right. So I can remember Jesse doing a video and showing the medical reports from his oncologist and his urologist regarding his prostate cancer. So the figures and the numbers are all there.
Praise, there's also another accusation in the chat from E-Bike that you kicked him off your stream when he told you his dad had cancer. Is that true? That seems to be a pattern, dude.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that, Jake. Say it again.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can. Go ahead.
Yeah, I said there's an accusation from E-Bike in the chat. He said that you kicked him off your stream when he told you that his dad had cancer. That seems to be establishing the pattern with you and people who are claiming to have cancer.
No, I never even knew his dad ever had cancer. Can he provide the evidence for that claim?
Yeah, he's in the chat. He said, Praise didn't even believe me when I told him my dad died of cancer.
Oh, you mean PMARS, the renowned troll who calls people Nigger all the time, and he's a troll. Like, how would I? If this is like what is that? The old that old child rhyme, where the boy who cried wolf.
Stop
The boy
I don't
deflecting.
who
know.
cried wolf.
Stop
I
deflecting.
think Gavin and E-Bike are two pretty strong witnesses.
Gavin
I
is a
told
strong
PMARS
witness.
why. I told
Gavin would be a
PMARS
strong
why I
witness
thought
to
that.
his own beheading.
Yeah, PMARS is a renowned troll, so yeah, that's what he got. That's what he deserved because the boy who cried wolf.
Stop deflecting. Stop deflecting.
That's not deflecting.
Gavin.
That's the truth.
Show some
If you troll, that's what you
self-responsibility
get.
and own up. No. This is not about trolling. This is about your poor conduct. Your poor conduct. in regards to people
as
who
opposed to your
are
stellar conduct,
suffering
Gavin?
or have suffered from cancer.
You've got no thrust
What's
and
that
no
no
vector to
name?
use it in, Gavin.
What's that no name?
You've
What are you
got no
talking
thrust
about?
and no vector to use it in.
I don't even know who you are. I don't even know what you're talking about. Like I'm interested.
Yeah, I know. It must be nice to be fucking addled all the time.
Again, I don't know what you're talking about. You
Yeah,
sound
I know. That's what
you
the
sound like
dementia
an
will do to you.
atheist with no critical thinking skills and an attention span of about 8
Yeah,
seconds.
no critical thing. Yeah. I'm still waiting for you to bring some proof of any of your points.
Yeah, it'll come. It'll come.
Yeah, any time before the second coming, or
Yeah,
It'll
of
come.
course.
It'll come.
You should be quiet, Praise, because you're making yourself look worse and
Okay,
worse.
James, do you remember? Am I the one who gave the timestamp, or we actually proved what I was saying? Did I do that, or did I not?
Stop deflecting, Praise. We have
Uh-oh,
more evidence to
uh-oh,
come.
uh-oh.
you haven't brought a single piece of proof to your side of the picture, but he's the one who's deflecting.
Yeah, it's
Like,
coming.
did
It's
the horse
coming.
did the
Hey,
kangaroo kick you really hard in the head?
Hey,
Hi.
toilet brush for a
How'd that
mouth.
feel?
I
Huh?
know
What? What'd you say?
how guys
Toilet
like
brush
you
for a
like to
math.
repurpose their
Toilet
mouths
brush
for
for a
toilet
math.
brushes. But
What
here's the
exactly is a
thing.
math anyway?
I've contacted the guy, but he hasn't responded yet. But he will. You know,
You
Oh,
contacted
yeah,
who?
he will.
yeah. And then
Who have you
Praise, you'll have to
contacted?
account for your behaviour.
Who will you have to? Who what? Who what the? You know what? You know what would be nice, Gavin, is if you would put your
Praise,
mouth
you'll have
in
to
front of the
account for your
microphone.
behaviour. Simple as that.
If you would put your stupid dementia mouth in front of the microphone and leave it there until you're finished talking, that would really be nice.
And put a shirt on. Did you know this idiot didn't even wear a shirt in a debate? I mean, what do I need to say about this clown? He's a clown. Who shows up to a debate without a shirt? And
That's not
actually,
even
did he
the
even have
topic,
pants? I
Praise.
don't even think
That's
he had
not even the
pants.
topic. And all you're doing is deflecting.
But
You're
I'm
so
the one
guilty.
who's being
You're so
put under
desperate. You're so
trial.
desperate to
Yeah,
deflect.
big Gavin,
Yeah.
big
You're gonna
hairy
be on
chest
trial.
Gavin.
You're gonna be
Do
on
you have
trial.
evidence for that, Praise?
That confirms an opinion I've had for a long time, and that a lot of these brand new super Christians, they don't actually worship Jesus. They worship John the Baptist. Because John the Baptist used to hang around in the bush wearing nothing.
Nobody cares about your uninformed opinion.
Nobody
I can tell you that
cares.
much.
Nobody cares.
Wait a
John
minute,
the
no, I'm
Baptist for fucking
wrong.
years.
He had no pants. He actually came to debate no pants and actually
Put
stood
some
up in front of
pants
the
on,
camera. Like, what retard does that?
Well, I can name one off the top of my
Wow,
head.
Gavin, you came to a debate with no pants on? What's up with that?
And stood
Yeah,
up.
but
He
why
got
He
up.
actually
He
walked
got
in
up
front of the
and he
camera in
didn't.
front of everyone.
Yeah, he didn't have pants on.
Oh,
It's like,
please tell me he had commandos on, please.
oh, he did,
We don't know if stuff was hanging out.
but
That
no
was
pants.
speculation.
I don't want to see an octogenarian do a one
Wow.
ball crawl. Oh no.
Wow.
No.
What, flashbacks?
No.
All you're doing,
No.
Praise.
No. We're trying to
Hold
warn
on.
people that you have a bad habit of standing in front of the
Do
camera
I
with no
need to say
costumes
any
on.
more, Gavin?
You actually shouldn't say anymore because you're just digging
You've
the hole deeper.
re-traumatized. Whoever you are, you've re-traumatized me now.
He got caught with his pants
So
down.
when we get the video evidence, James will get it, and
Yeah,
I guess we'll go
are
from
we going
there.
to get that before Jesus' second coming, Gavin? Are we going to get that before the revelation, Gavin? Gavin, are we going to get it before the next sidereal year, Gavin?
Gavin just wanted to show you guys his fruits of the loom.
We didn't see anything, though.
Is that you, E-Bike?
He's got no fruits.
Yeah, I was just kidding.
He's got no veggies either.
Yeah, E-Bike. Praise is doubling down on your accusation. So
you're trying to make a pithy comment when you're just pit poor.
Seems like you're not really popular here, Gavin. Why is that?
Yeah, maybe because he's a dirtbag.
I mean, it's true. I joke around, but I don't know.
Nobody's talking to you, John Lee.
It's kind of fucked up that when I told him my dad died of cancer, he didn't really believe me.
No one believed you. Did you know it was not only me that we didn't believe you, as the whole community? Because that's not below you, because you do your NIGGER things, you do all sorts of different shticks you do. But didn't I apologize to you, though, P. Mars?
I believe so, yes.
Then why are you bringing it up?
Because it's the topic of you.
You hurt my feelings.
You seem to have a thing of not believing people have cancer, so I don't know. It's just because it's the topic. It's not because I'm mad at you.
Wow, so two whole people makes a trend.
Right.
Glad we kept you out of marketing.
Those are two very strong witnesses, Gus.
Oh,
I
listen.
forgive.
If Gavin,
Wait, Praise, wait. So
Gavin,
you're admitting, Praise, you're admitting now that did happen with P. Mars, where you didn't believe his dad had cancer?
Yes, and I told him why, and I think he
You
deserved it.
you denied it at first, though, when
No,
he
I
first
didn't.
said it in the TikTok.
No,
Maybe
I called him. I said the reason why I did is because it was like the boy who cried wolf. Because if he keeps on doing this shtick over and over, his trolling. Like, where do we draw the line? How do I know if he's not trolling?
You said I never even knew
I
his
don't.
father had cancer.
But like I
Well, I
joke,
thought,
I make jokes.
yeah.
I really joke about people having cancer when they don't have cancer.
Well, I thought they were talking about Gavin's father, but then I found they're talking about P Mars, and I go, oh, okay, that's P Mars. But then I knew, so I thought it was someone else. That's why I said no.
If you don't like someone, then they can't have cancer. Like they're always lying about cancer. That's.
Boy, wouldn't the Cancer Institute like him, eh? Quick, decide you don't like this guy. Cancer's gone.
It's kind of stupid.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, P Mars, but you had that coming, bro. Like, just stop trolling people, then you won't have that.
Trolled anyone about
Stop deflecting. Stop deflecting praise.
When did I
Take
ever
it on the
make
chin
a lie
and
that
demonstrate some
Shut your
self-responsibility.
mouth.
Be a man. Be a man. Part of being
I
a
showed
man
the receipts.
is
I showed the
owning up
receipts,
and
retard.
taking
I showed the receipts,
responsibility.
retard.
Your reasoning is like I use an insulting word, therefore my dad doesn't have.
That's right.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
right. Gavin
Like,
says, be a
you
man.
should have
Stand in
checked
front of
what
some
you were
cameras.
wearing. You were asking for it.
That's right.
So take
Pull
some
your pants down.
self-responsibility.
Stop deflecting. Stop deflecting.
I'm a man and
Keep
my balls
mocking
hang
me.
under.
Keep mocking me.
Oh, yeah,
You're just digging your hole deeper.
Yeah, when my dad was dying of cancer, Darth Dawkins joined his stage and was like, "Kick P Mars," or something like that. And then oh wait, no, that wasn't. That was a different occasion. Yeah, never mind. But my dad was dying of cancer, and I think I was like agitated, and I might have been like kind of rude to someone because I was like stressed out and shit. And also, I'm just like normally rude. And so yeah, I don't know. Praise like kicked me off, and I was like, "What the fuck, Dad?" And I told him in the chat. But it's like he doesn't like give a fuck about people really. It's like it's all about being popular on YouTube.
I don't care about trolls, P Mars.
Say your neighbour, Praise. Praise. Trolls are your neighbour.
Shut
You're
up, Gavin.
supposed to love
Shut
them.
up. Go and wax your thingies.
Praise.
Why can't
What's
we
the
just
second
admit
greatest
that we
Wear
commandment?
some pants.
What is the second greatest commandment, Praise? Come on, you should know this. You say you're a Christian.
And thou shalt weareth pants
instead of making
when thou
excuses,
goest outside.
Why don't we just admit we make mistakes, repent, and like ask for forgiveness?
I did, didn't I? Didn't I apologize to you?
Yeah, I'm not mad at you. I forgive you.
And lo, did Jesus say, "Showeth not the world thy ding ding,
but
for lo, it doth not wish to see."
I just don't think you repent, Praise, because you like keep doing the same thing over and over again.
With who?
I think Gavin should repent for not wearing pants to a debate.
Like with Jesse, like it's like if you don't like someone, I don't know. It's like you come up with all these justifications and rationale to like treat people differently or something. Like you treat the people you like.
Yeah, Lord knows he's the only one that does that.
People you don't like. You should treat everyone the same, whether you like them or not personally. Like,
that's fucking ridiculous. You don't do that.
I try to.
Oh, horse piss.
Well, the difference between your average Joe blogs and Praise is that Praise does endless videos mocking people that have got, a serious illness.
Videos. He doesn't mock them for having the cancer. He mocks them because he doesn't think they have the cancer. And as a matter of fact, we don't even have any proof. We don't have any proof. What am I even doing, Francis?
You won't have any
proof. You would know nothing. You would know nothing. No name atheist who has repurposed his mouth for a toilet brush.
Keep drinking that fermented kangaroo piss.
I agree. Man,
why
Gus,
would
dude,
you repurpose your mouth into a toilet brush? What's the benefit of that?
I don't know, man. You've got a real thing about licking the inside of toilets. I'm starting to worry about you. Between that and your propensity for walking around
I'm concerned about why an adult man in the US would repurpose his mouth as a talking tool.
Let's start with
to
the
be
fact
a toilet
that I'm
brush.
not in the US.
Why would you do that?
Shut up, toilet
Why would
brush.
you do that?
Hey, dum-dum. Let's start with the fact that I'm not in the US. We'll start with that.
Yeah, why would an adult male show up to a
Gavin,
debate
I
with
thought
no
I knew
pants
something,
on,
but
Gus?
really I didn't know anything. Why don't you go put your shrimp on the Barbie? Come back when it's properly cooked. Come on,
we're waiting, Gavin.
Yeah, we're still waiting for those pictures, man. Or excuse me, that video evidence. Pardon me. We're still waiting, Gavin.
Well, I don't have it. I have to get it.
Oh no! Did you hear that, Praise? He doesn't have it. He was all.
What a surprise! What a surprise!
I don't have it. I don't have it in my personal possession.
Do you have $250,000, Gavin?
Wasn't he big swinging gorilla dick 10 minutes ago, Praise? Shut up! Sit up!
You shut your mouth.
Does Gavin have 250,000? Ask him if he has that.
Gavin.
Praise, you want to talk about my divorce? Praise, you want to talk
your bribe. Let's talk about your bribe.
That would
Let's
be a
talk
good
about your
deflection,
bride for
wouldn't it?
$250,000.
Yeah, let's talk about my divorce from 8-9 years ago, because that would deflect all attention away from your spineless
From the
character.
fact
wouldn't it?
I'm
that
the
you
one
haven't
that
put up
showed the
any
receipts,
any
buddy.
from the fact that you haven't put up any
Yeah, they're
proof so far
coming.
for what
They're
you said,
coming,
Gavin.
Praise. They're coming.
Gavin,
you said that it was
you can keep
wrong.
knocking me away, but I'll be
But
here.
I'm the one that's deflecting.
Praise, you said it was wrong for you to like do that stream where you talked about his divorce. You said that was wrong of you to do that.
Who did?
Praise himself said that. He said he repented from that.
Okay,
So
is he still doing it?
Well, he's like bringing it up again. Like
I'm asking a question. Let's
Praise,
talk
a
about that
whole stream on my
250,000. What's
divorce
going on with that,
8-9
Gavin?
years ago. A whole stream about my divorce 8-9 years ago, going through all the court records, word by word, and mocking me. And now you're bringing it up again.
Right, because your bride.
That is the conduct of an A-grade asshole, either atheist or Christian.
There's no reason to bring that up. Like everyone knows Gavin's character. Like you don't have to like.
Yeah, it's pretty shitty. I know.
I wouldn't say that, Praise. I wouldn't say that. I seem to have a lot of good friends on Clubhouse.
Yeah. I think you need to realign what your notion of friendship is.
Well, your opinion means squat anyway.
I know. You just, no matter what happens, you just lean back on that old saw like it matters. No matter what happens, you just wave that at me.
All I'm saying is that what you have to say means very
and hope
little.
I'll go away. You just wave that at me and hope I'll go away. Watch how little I don't.
How many people here on stage are friends with Gavin? I'm just curious.
I'm on pretty good terms with Gavin, but I'm on good terms with Praise too.
I'm a friend of Gavin. I'm a friend of Praise. I would like to see this all kind of come to like an end and then be done with it. But Gavin, you said that the video clips are coming, or?
Yep.
He's never going to
bring
them.
I've messaged the guy, but he hasn't responded yet.
Why don't you just both admit you're wrong and then forgive each other?
Because we're not in.
Well, because I've made the claim. I've made the claim, e-bike, that
Right, but like you
Praise
both
has,
trespassed against each other. That's what I'm saying. Praise trespassed against you, Gavin. You trespassed against Praise. So.
Well, hang on. Don't forget that Praise has trespassed against another Christian brother of ours.
Yes, we all unfortunately we're not perfect and we trespass against.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, I agree. And I would have no issue if Praise just fessed up and took self-responsibility for his action, but he hasn't. He's doubled down.
I'm the one that showed the receipts. You're the one that needs to repent, buddy. Repent,
they're
Gavin.
coming. They're coming. Praise.
Repent or perish.
They're coming, Praise.
You're a clown. Like, I think you've shown yourself to be a clown tonight, but that's your doing, not my doing.
You probably won't get much sleep tonight because you'll be so worried. You'll be so worried.
What exactly is he going to be worried about, dummy?
Why should I even answer you? Who are you?
Who are you?
Why the hell?
A no-name atheist. Who are you?
Yeah, actually, I do have a name. The fact that you and your dementia can't remember it doesn't mean I don't have one.
His name is Gus.
Lucky for you, I forgive you for being brainless, but only so far.
Were you the atheist that grounds his morality in Star Trek?
That's me. That's exactly what I do. Yep. WWPD actually would be WWSD. What would Cisco do?
To steelman Gavin, or not Gavin, sorry, Gus, for a moment. I think there's a lot of people who, like, I didn't know anything about God when I was a child, but my first indication or education on morality was from Star Trek. So Star Trek taught me a lot about respect and treating people and humanity coming together, that kind of thing. So I can see why Gus, who has no belief in God, would navigate to something like Star Trek.
Are you kidding? Star Trek taught me that if you want to kiss the galactic green girl, that you're allowed to. Kirk was a galactic panty raider. Spock didn't have an emotion if he set fire to him, or at least he didn't in the series. And Bones was a drunk. You could tell. Give me a break. I didn't get my morality from Star Trek. I got it from my parents, like everybody else does.
No, I didn't get my. So my dad, early on, had struggles, and so it was later on when I got a bit older where I started to really connect with my dad. And my mom worked all the time, and the male influence that I had while my dad was not in the home because they had divorced almost killed my brother at one point.
You think they didn't teach lessons by them not being there? You think that they didn't tell you what was okay in society? I mean, the fact that they gave you lessons that weren't particularly any use to you doesn't change the fact that your first indications as a human being as to what is and isn't okay in society come from your family group, your immediate social group, the people that you go to school with, the teachers that you encounter. The first 10 years of your life, your morality is dictated by the experiences that you have as reflected off the people who have authority over you. Mommy, why can't I just take my little brother's dump truck? Because he's your brother and you don't do that. Why? Because it's not right. Why? Because you just don't. Right?
I would tend to disagree.
That's
Gavin, I'm a know nothing, Gavin, so you don't have to talk to me. Gavin, I'm a know nothing, so you don't get to talk to me.
Gavin,
that works.
Gus back. So Gus, for me, Star Trek was an escape. It was a way to to immerse myself in something where I didn't have to, think about the fact that I didn't eat that day, or
For
think
a lot
about
of
the
us, it
fact
was an
that
escape.
this didn't happen. So I did develop. Strange as it is, Star Trek played a huge part in my moral development. Treating people, talking to people, all that I think I garnered initially from them, and then later on, like when things got better and that particular male influence was gone from the home, and things changed. There was still some negative, and my mom did teach me things later on, but I just from what I remember as a kid, Star Trek was that comfort. Star Trek was that moral compass for me.
Okay, well, I hate to break this to you, but when we're talking about a person and where they got their morals from and where their moral framework came from growing up, the last person that should be consulted is they themselves. Because we don't perceive ourselves the same way others perceive us, and we don't perceive our own experiences the same way others perceive them.
You forgot that it was mainly William Shatner, not so much Star Trek, that he was influenced by.
Not me. I couldn't stand the man. I hated William Shatner.
Yeah,
Couldn't stand him.
He wasn't that fond of you either.
But that's all right. Let him come to my house. I'll fucking fix him up.
Like
He wants to go back to space. I'll arrange it.
Like I saw the way they treat each other on Star Trek. I saw the examples. I looked up to these men, these characters, and said, "This is how I'm being treated. It's obviously not right because God did give me innate morality that I think that everybody has on them. But I think Star Trek is where I'm recognizing that early on in my life, where I didn't get it from that immediate parental influence for those few years."
Even if I wasn't inclined to argue this with you on a real versus what we perceive basis, generally speaking, I don't think that affects the fact that for most people, their first introductions and their first strong